What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and thanks for tuning in. It means a lot, and I do appreciate it. I know I say that on just about every video, but I do mean it. Trust me. When we make videos, we want to see at least one person watched it. So thank you for tuning into the video. I saw a short reel, I guess, on Facebook that I wanted to address. A young lady said that she had been dating a guy for about 3 months, and she told him up front that she had 7 kids, and that in the beginning he said that he was cool with that. He too had kids of his own, so she felt he would understand, him of all people would understand what it's like to be a parent, a single parent, try to raise kids. In the beginning, he said he was cool with the fact that she had 7 kids, but after 3 months, he broke it off with her and said it was because of her 7 kids. And she was very disappointed and felt like he had played her. That's what I want to focus on for this video. Her thought process was he had played her, and she wanted to know why men just can't be honest and say up front what it is, this, that, and the third. Let me say, first of all, because I know that there are women that may watch this that have several kids or some type of other quote unquote disadvantage that would be a disadvantage in the dating field, in the dating market. Let me say out the gate, this is no slant to you all. Our life, our journey, whatever decisions we made, whatever happened, we have to live with where we're at. We can't change anything, and particularly when kids are involved, none of that's gonna change. So what I'm about to say is not a slap or a slant towards that. It's more the reality of how things work in the world, in the dating scene, and whatever. Whether you're trying to date, meetups, hookups, whatever, it's the reality of it. And the reality is, and let's just go back to the 7 children. The reality is, if a woman has that many children, she's going to have to move way differently than a woman would say one child or no children at all, because of what it is that she literally brings to the table. Let me be even more direct. Most men, regardless if they already have children or not, listen to me well. Again, no slant. I'm trying to be clear. Most men do not want to take on the load of 7 children that are not his. Listen, regardless of what he says, most men do not want that load. You lucky to find a man that's willing to take on one child, maybe 2. When you get past 2, your margin is going to become more and more and more slim, because number one, you first of all have to find a man who even wants, and especially if he's already got, let's say he already got 2 and you got 4 or 5. You got to find a man that combined wants 7 kids total. It ain't, I'm not saying that it is impossible. I am gonna say it's almost, as the saying goes, looking for a needle in a haystack. It's going to be very, very difficult. So this is what I want women in particular to understand. I'm gonna call it the illusion, because that's what guys will do, of acceptance. A guy, especially, and she wasn't a bad looking lady, especially if you are an attractive woman, and a guy will see, again, not that kids are baggage, but I'm just using in this scenario, he see that you got your hands full. And I'm gonna give two situations here. If he still want to, if his game is to appear as a gentleman or a real man, and he really just want to bust your drawers down for a while, then he is going to say to you, I don't have no problems with you and your 7 children. That's what he's going to say, because he understands as a man, right? A woman got 7 children. She ain't got time to be fooling around. A good woman, right? She ain't got time to be just fooling around, wasting her time. She gonna want somebody on the scene that can help her with her situation. Let's just be honest. 7 children by yourself, that's a lot. So let's just be honest. She wants somebody that's gonna be around, right? She may give the kitty up, but she gonna want it to be somebody that's, so a dude already know, if I just tell her all I want to do is bust your drawers, bust you down, she probably not gonna let me do that. So he gonna find a soft spot, an avenue that he can use, which is the children. Because you gonna say, how you feel about me having 7 children? And then you gonna look at him, real interesting, like, what is he gonna say? I know. And he gonna say, no, I ain't got no problem with it. He gonna say, I ain't got no problem with it. He lying. Most dudes gonna be lying. Not all. Most dudes gonna be lying. I ain't got no problem with it. And then she gonna go, oh my God. And then in 3 days, she bouncing up and down on him because the illusion of acceptance. He said he was cool with the kids. He said he was cool with whatever the baggage was. He said what he had to say to gain access to you. That's what men will do. They will say what they have to say to gain the access. So it's going to force women then not to become bitter or angry. But like I said, when you're bringing that kind of things to the table, you just have to move different. So that she said he played me. So I'm saying to you all, we talked about it in the comments if you want, did he play her? I'm going to say, yes, he did play her. That's one scenario that he played her, right? I'm going to take the first one. Yes, he did play her, but I'm going to take it a step further and say she also played herself, because she believed that he would accept what most men would not accept. Did he play her to gain access? My opinion, allegedly. Did he play her with words that I don't mind the 7 kids, I want all of y'all? Did he say those things to get her underwear to slide off? Yeah, he did. But she also played herself by believing that somehow she have found a 1 in a million that is willing to accept her 7 children, and he already got children. He lied to her, and Professor X is saying she lied to herself. So this is where I would say to women, pay attention not to his words, but to his actions. I don't know if y'all remember the Jodeci song back in the day when it came on real low. It was don't talk, just listen. But what was that song? I lied. I told you I stay. I ain't want to see you no more. Please stay. Oh, remember that song, Jodeci? Don't talk, just listen. That's what I would say to women. Pay attention. Don't just listen to his words. I would say pay attention to his actions. A man is not going to be able to fool you if you continue to pay attention to his actions. He's not going to be able to fool you as far as how he is interacting and handling your children. Now, the first couple of times and again, a woman in that situation, she's going to be quick to introduce. She's going to be quick, right? Because he told me, so she going to introduce the kids quick. Well, the first couple of times, sure, he going to be like, yeah, having fun with the quick kids playing on the ground. But by the second or third month, she should be able to see that there's a change in him. Now when he want to come over, he want to know where all the kids sleep. Now he want to know, can you take the kids to the grandma house? Now he want to know when you're going to be able to get a babysitter. Pay attention. Don't just listen to his words. Pay attention to his actions. That's if he's playing you. But I'm going to end with a different scenario as well. I'm going to give you two. One is, yeah, he played her. Number two is, sometimes just as human beings, we can agree to something and not be fully aware of what we agreed to. And it takes time for the reality of that situation to kick in. And then we realize, excuse me, that we are not able or in a position to actually want to take care of 7 kids. That's not ours. At the time that he met her and was trying to get to know her, it is possible that he thought to himself, I like her so much, she is so interested, that I'm willing to accept all of her baggage, not that children are baggage, but I'm willing to accept all of her baggage in order to be with this woman. And then over time, he realized maybe the kids is a nuisance. Maybe the kids is always around. Maybe the kids is always involved, and he can't never have a conversation with her. And he just ripped the reality of the responsibility of 7 children kicks in, just the reality. And he realized, I'm not built for this. Yeah. I know I told her that I was able to rock with it, but now I realize I'm not able to rock with it. And in that situation, it's not that he played you. It's just that he made a decision that he was not fully aware of. And that's why I'm in with this. When you know, ladies, that your reality is heavy, when you know that your baggage got some weight to it. And again, I'm not calling kids baggage, but let's just be honest. 7 kids now. When you know that what you are putting on the table got some weight to it, it then is going to force you to slow down. And you're not going to be able to take men in particular just at face value of their words. You're going to have to pay attention to their actions. Don't be so hasty and think that you have found a man that's willing to take on everything you got just because he said it out the gate. Don't be so hasty. If that's what you really want, that type of man, you have to slow it down and really pay attention to his actions. A person's actions will show up generally within the first 3 months. And if you really can pay attention, it'll take less than that. 3 months is really all you're going to be able to see a lot of things. So unfortunately, if you got that kind of weight, baggage, you're going to have to slow it down and pay attention. Did he play her? I believe he probably did. I believe he wanted some bus. Would it be? I believe he wanted some bus. But did she play herself? I believe she did. Because she chose to believe something beyond her own reality just because he said so. And if not, and it's sincere, then I believe that as time progressed, the reality of taking on the load of 7 more children became too heavy for him, and he stepped out of the way. Let's talk about it in the comments if y'all want to. Bye.